So what are we going to see different on Saturday night now that you're with Derek James? Derek James was on the show and
Sipping a zesty
we spoke,
drink.
and this
Zesty
is before. And you can ask Derek because he'll tell you. And I was saying, I know Anthony Joshua is going to come to you, right? And right. I know KD must have seen it or whatever. I said, I know he's going to come to you simply because you went out there and you went to all the other trainers, but you didn't go to him. And I thought, I believe that he's the most qualified man to be around you.
He is good.
Right? Simply because he's got a unified champion in Errol Spence, he's got the undisputed champion in Charlo.
Look at this guy's
iron
eyes.
Sharpens iron. And you being in there, I think we're going to see a different Anthony Joshua. I think we're going to see a more tenacious.
Iron sharpens iron. My man's peeping the floor and peeping his zesty drink. Stop it. Don Spenny talking about... In fact, let's rewind it.
Sharpens iron. And you being in there, I think we're going to see a different Anthony Joshua. I think we're going to see a more tenacious Anthony Joshua and a man that's going to throw more combinations. And I also know it's like with Derek James, these fighters concentrate solely hitting down.
Look, listen. Don Spenny just said, I think this guy going to be more tenacious. This guy going to be more ferocious. This guy going to be... This dude's sipping his drink. Nah, peep this. Watch this. Watch his eyes.
And that's going to throw more combinations. And I also know it's like more tenacious than Anthony Joshua and a man that's going to throw more combinations. And I know being in there,
watch his eyes roll
I
around.
think we're going to see a different Anthony Joshua. I think we're going to see a more tenacious Anthony Joshua and a man that's going to throw more combinations. And I also know it's like with Derek James, these fighters concentrate solely hitting downstairs to the body.
This guy got no shame. He more focused on his drink than anything that Don Spenny's saying.
And I think you got a very, very good body attack.
Look at the body language here.
And I think you got a very, very good body attack. And I'm looking forward to seeing this new version of Anthony Joshua.
I agree. And just...
Wait a minute, stop it. I agree, looking at the stars. Listen, man, we've all seen fighters here who are bang on it. They look you dead in the eye. Do you know what I'm saying? For the most part. They ain't drinking a zesty drink. Slurping it like it's serious. Yeah? Show me, you know what I mean? These behaviours are just zesty behaviours. He's not confident. I mean, never mind the performance. Just this body language. Something's off key, man.
And just to protect Derek from the Anthony Joshua hype train, which I think is important for me to do, is I don't want to put Derek underneath my pressure, because even though he's my trainer, a trainer can't fight for you. He can only give me the information I need to go and perform. So
AJ's basically admitting he's finished. Do you understand? He's just said there, he was rolling his eyes when Don Spenny was talking about, this, that, the other, being more ferocious, whatever. AJ was sucking his drink like I've never seen a man suck anything before. And then, out of nowhere, it's not like Spencer Veron said, AJ, do you think Derek James is responsible for your performance? No, out of nowhere, AJ distances his trainer from the responsibility, almost admitting, you know what, I'm not going to be ferocious. My trainer can't fight for me. So let's put the distance there, yeah?
Like, everything I've been through is only led me to here, and I've only teamed up with Derek for this fight, so I'm not going to put him under so much pressure that I have to be this whole new or whatever. Because we just never know.
You mean you don't want to put yourself under that pressure, which is fine, but stop scamming the public with pay-per-views, man. You're finished.
I know what's going to happen fight night.
Okay.
We prepare, but I never know. Providing it goes well,
okay.
We prepare. We just never know what's going to happen fight night.
Okay.
We prepare, but I never know. Providing it goes well, that's a blessing. But even if it doesn't, this is about me. Even though I've teamed up with Derek, this is still...
We never know what happens on fight night. Since when? I don't know. Listen, from what I understand, OIB, if you've never been in the ring, listen. Don't get me wrong. There are fighters who aren't sure if they're going to win or not. Those fighters are usually the losers. Do you understand? Any fighter who ain't sure if they're going to win shouldn't be in the ring. Do you understand? That's how I feel. Most fighters here, even the lower level ones, believe they're going to win. But that is a problem with this new generation. Yeah? I know people can say, oh, it's a classic, but whatever, man. Hagler Hearns. I'm not a historian, but I'm sure there's loads of examples of lesser fighters. But anyway, from my limited knowledge, Burt Cooper versus Holyfield. Burt Cooper, at that point, from what I understand, was a top-level journeyman. But the point was, he turned up and had a fight. Yeah, there's more dog in a old Burt Cooper than there is in AJ. Even back in the Klitschko days, to be honest. That's not AJ's fault. Yeah, AJ's from a soft generation. It is what it is, but still, he ain't been. My issue is, yeah, he ain't being paid like a soft generation. Do you understand? That's the difference here. Yeah, that's the key difference. He's being paid like he a movie star. He's being paid like he really got it. This guy's finished. Anyway, next evidence. Is this one even the worst one? I'll start with the best one. Here we go.
How are you, first of all?
All good, broski. Wish I was at home, but we're here.
You, first of all?
All good, broski. Wish I was at home, but we're here.
You wish you was at home?
Yeah.
Explain that.
This is just like for entertaining, isn't it? This ain't every day. I prefer just normal stuff. But this is just like all the hype.
I wish I was at home. I don't want to be here. Now, the reason this video exists is because you can't take any one of these things in isolation. It's the full package. Number one, what we saw on the pay-per-view night. Number two, all these things before it. In fact, and even after it, with AJ trying to be a hard man again after the fight. The guy's finished, man. Yeah? After Usyk 2, there was a chance that AJ's second loss, when he lost, obviously when he went mad, throwing the belts out the bin, or throwing the belts in the bin, there was a chance that AJ was going to start feeling himself. You know what, man, I really want this. I don't want to feel like that again. We didn't see that, people. In fact, like I just showed you, we saw a man sucking his fruity, zesty drink and rolling his eyes when Spencer Fearon's talking about ferociousness. We saw a man distancing himself from his trainer. AJ should have been in there saying, "Yo, Spencer, what you just said, me and Derek James, we're raggo, yeah? We're going all the way into the wheels fall off. No doubt about it. Yeah? This guy, it's me or him tonight. Simple as that. No doubt about it. Texas, iron sharpens iron." AJ should have been the one telling Spencer about iron sharpens iron. Not slurping his zesty drink. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? Big buff dude. There's nothing worse, yeah, than a zesty, big buff dude. It's the most tragic thing on earth. The wasted potential. Yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man. If you're a manlet, if it's a manlet sucking on some zesty drinks, one thing, but this big, chiseled, buff dude, where are they doing that at? Do you know what I'm saying? This guy, I'd rather be at home. And listen, the worst thing is, for the last 6 months, I've had AJ fans mad at me. Oh, why you be a hater? Oh, why you be this? What did I tell you? In fact, never mind 6 months, it's been a year. What did I tell you 2 years ago? I said this guy should have stayed where? Yeah, I didn't say there. I said keep him at home. Oh, why you be hating? I know this guy better than he knows himself. I knew he was finished. That's why I told you. Keep him at home. Yeah? AJ is a civilian, like the rest of us. Nothing wrong with that. What is wrong is charging pay-per-view prices for civilian. I want to be at home. If my performance isn't good, don't blame Derek. And that ain't even the end of it. Let's get to the end of it. The last piece of evidence that AJ's finished from boxing. Where is it? Oh my God, stop, here it is. Wow. Anthony Lossua asked if he believes if there's a route back for him to still become undisputed heavyweight world champion. I'm done with all that. Undisputed is a headache. I've been chasing that for a long time. That's a whole headache. I'll just get my hands on one of the titles. Who believes that here? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, at least lie to us. Do you know what I'm saying? At least put a little bit of lipstick on us. Jesus. I think I'm gonna, undisputed, forget about that. I just want one belt. In fact, he didn't even say that. Oh, I've been chasing undisputed for too long. He sounds tired. Nothing wrong with that. Retire instead. And really, what may, again, the last piece of evidence is what we've heard recently. AJ cancelling. AJ was supposed to be coming back with Texas, Derek James, and being active again. I actually had a bit of respect for that, even with the poor performance. Now we find out AJ is going to be out the ring again for 8 months until December, chasing money. This guy is cashing out. Do not support his fights. Bottom line, there must be a market mechanism working here to signal to this clown. I mean, the stadium was empty. It's called a spare spade. No one was there. No one cared about it. It only got rowdy when Tony Bellin jumped in the ring. Oops. The only bit rowdy about that fight was the bit after. And I think that's AJ's new shtick now. AJ's new shtick is, listen people, I've got nothing to offer for 12 rounds, but turn up for the clown show at the end of the life and death. That's the only explanation. And I don't know what it... Oh, can I blame AJ? If I had a way to make $20 million for a sparring session, or it's probably not 20 now, let's call it 10. If I could make 10 million for a sparring session, would I do it? Probably. If I could make 10 million to get stopped where Mr. Blobby has already stopped me, why not? If Mr. Blobby stopped me, why not let Fury have a go? To be fair, Fury wouldn't stop AJ, but still, Joe Joyce would stop AJ. Wilder, I think Wilder probably sends AJ to Mars. AJ would be so scared in that fight, he'd either have to fight and win like he did against Ruiz too, or if that didn't work and he got caught, I've talked about it before, a tinderbox chops, yeah? His chops would be like Jose Aldo's versus McGregor, just waiting to go against Wilder. And I think because the thing is, people forget, when Andy Ruiz beat AJ, that wasn't an AJ who knew he could lose yet. Now AJ knows he can be stopped. Imagine all that built into the Wilder fight. I can see AJ just going in there. I mean, Usyk was hitting him with straight hand all night. Albeit Usyk is more quicker and snappy. He doesn't really turn his shots over. He pops them out. But still, I can see AJ getting caught at the end of the day. I mean, Franklin was catching AJ with right hands. If Franklin can catch AJ, took on Wilder. And I can see, I mean, again, AJ's got all this. I don't think he even cares anymore, which might be beneficial. But still, no one wants to be knocked spark out anywhere. So that anxiety will go in there and his chops will just be thumping. AJ will feel his pulse in his chin into that fight. No, I can't lie to you. There's no way anyone could put money on AJ to beat Wilder now. Because at least with Wilder, then again, actually no. Because Fury's got no power. And Fury sent Wilder to Mars. Was Fury cheating? I don't know. But anyway, the point is, that fight, I'm not gambling that one. But if I had to bet on anything, it'd be Wilder KO. Because of the odds. From what I understand, the odds right now are 50-50 for the win. So Wilder KO would be like 4-1 or 3-1. So it's worth a punt. AJ goes in there. I mean, muffin top. And bear in mind, muffin tops. It was a lot easier for Wilder to catch AJ with right hand, I reckon. But then again, can Wilder take any of AJ's shots? He couldn't take Fury's. Do you know what I mean? But at least with Wilder, putting money on Wilder, at least you know he's happy to go spark out. AJ, he's not happy to go spark out. For me, I prefer to put my money behind someone who's going to leave it all out there. That's all my requirement. And you know what? If I put money on Wilder, he goes out on his back, so be it. AJ, on the other hand, I put money on AJ and he goes in there and he flits around and loses on points. That's going to piss me off. And that's the problem with these guys, man. I've never been someone who's expected something from someone for nothing. But at this level, man, when you're making 10 million a pop, man, leave it all out there, or stay at home. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just not right. Something don't sit right, for me at least, to make that kind of money. And you're like, I'm nervous. Do you know what I'm saying? I kid you not. And if I'm wrong, anyone out there, put $1 million up, and if I don't go out on my back, don't pay me. That's how I feel. Do you know what I mean? For $1 million. But again, that's the problem with how economics works, in as much as AJ, back 10 years ago, when he was flat broke, like the YB, yeah, he probably would have gone out on his back for $1 million. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what the mechanism don't work so well. Once you get to that 100 million point, what are you still willing, when you're worth 100 million, what are you willing to do for another 10? It's not the same, yeah? The next 10% isn't the same as the first 10, which really makes sense in a way, in terms of magnification. Yeah, going from 1 million to 10 million is 10x. Going from 100 million to 10 million, even though it's the same nominal amount, well, 9 versus 10, but still, you know what I'm saying? Going from 0, well, you can't go from 0, but anyway, the point of the fact of the matter is, a 10% change is not the same as a 10x change. And that's what almost AJ's career's represented. However, we have to also kind of salute the people out there who, regardless of money, the old school guys, they didn't let money change them. They kept solid, so it's not an excuse. Yeah? The fact that your financial position's changed shouldn't mean it changes you as a person. And again, in all fairness to AJ, he never really... How much heart did he really show? Okay, Klitschko caught him with one good shot. He went down, he got up. The guy was 42 years old. It was what it was. AJ was in the prime of his life, in front of 80,000 UK fans. He almost couldn't lose at that point. Well, he couldn't, could he? AJ couldn't afford to lose to Klitschko at that point. Literally, almost. And really, he rode that bandwagon ever since. Never did we see anything like it again, really. He never really put himself out there. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. The guy's finished. Stay at home. Don't pay. AJ, stay at home. And anyone paying pay-per-view, keep your money at home as well. Better spent. The guy's finished. He's retired from boxing, and that's the end of that. Anything happens next is a cash out. And the fact he went from fighting in July to December for the Saudi money confirms cash out. Don't buy into the cash out. Anyway, big shout out to my doggy Darren Aim for coming through and boosting the coin up. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and look off the bell. Know that about it.